Curtain Call Conversations. I'm delighted to be joined today by Reece Kerridge, who will be starring as Adam slash Felicia in the brand new Priscilla the Party, which is opening up here at Outernet in the West End of London from the 3rd of March. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good, I'm very well, thank you. I mean, we have form, we do know each other, so we'll have a nice laugh and a nice chat about you and how wonderful you are. And also, well done on this role because I can tell it is a dream role for you.
Oh, absolutely. This is like my dream show and my dream role. So it's like massive ticks for me.
Yeah,
Um, and just to do like a different version of it. So it's the same material from the stage show,
yeah.
just in a completely different setting, which is the immersive setting. So it's split into three acts. They're about 30 minutes long, with an interval in between. But you're still getting the same songs with some new additions. There are some new additional songs. There's a Lady Gaga song. There's more Kylie songs.
Ooh.
Um, so yeah, you're getting the same costumes, songs, script, but it's just in the immersive setting that if you come and see the show, you will move around with our set that moves around the space.
It's amazing. I mean, immersive theatre at the moment is really quite popular. I mean, you've got obviously Mamma Mia the Party and the Guys and Dolls production at the Bridge Theatre. I mean, how do you feel as a performer having, or potentially having people that close to you? What's that going to be like?
Do you know what? I've always said people want more for their money. And
Mm,
I think that immersive theatre is the best way because you get more connected to the story and
yeah.
the actors portraying the characters on stage. So, there's one bit, spoilers, where in Act Two of our version of Priscilla the Party, same in the film, Adam Felicia gets beat up, dresses up in drag,
Yeah.
goes into a real dead neck, part of the
Yeah.
outback, and gets beaten up. And the audience members are all stood around this platform, and there's various other things when we go into like the bars and we do like
Mm,
I love the nightlife, like everybody that's watching become the people in the bar.
yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's a wonderful feeling that people are going to get a really more intimate view on this incredibly queer story that's still so relevant today.
Well, absolutely. I mean, as you mentioned, there's elements of it there that still happen to this day, which is
Mhm.
vile. But it's nice to have the joy of it as well. The joy of the whole show because
Absolutely.
it's so brilliant, it's so colourful, and so camp. We just absolutely love it and cannot wait to see you. I mean, do you have a favourite costume so far? Because Felicia looks incredible in everything, so it's a brilliant outfit. So, what's your favourite?
Absolutely. I mean, the costume designs are just incredible. We've been in rehearsals today and they've tried the paintbrush dresses on for Colour My World. And it was just like, to see these costumes up close, for
Yeah.
somebody like me that's had a dream to be in this show for years, it's incredible. But I think my personal favorite costume of mine has to be the Airs Rock costume at the end, which is the promo picture that we did,
Yeah,
in the white harness and the yellow, white and pink feathers with the
yeah,
little baby doll in the hair.
yeah,
It's just so iconic showgirl Kylie as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
So yeah, I think for me that is my absolute favorite costume to wear.
yeah. I mean,
I mean, there's nothing to it. It's literally a pair of pants, but
woo!
it's amazing.
We see a lot of Reese that perhaps we weren't ready for. Who
Yeah, it's just not
knows?
on my CV. You just don't get to see that far. But yeah, no, it's the costume design is incredible. It's some of the same designs from the film as well. The Gumbies with the big feet and the big headdresses. We still have all of that in the show. The big paintbrushes,
Yeah,
the divas in their gorgeous silver outfits and their
yeah.
cockatoo costumes. Incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, so I mean, with obviously people will compare it to Mamma Mia the Party because it's the same sort of show. So with that, we have like it's a different story, isn't it? So I don't know whether you've seen it, but it's not Mamma Mia as we know it, which is it's still great. So obviously this is the original, it's the original stage musical. Oh,
Absolutely. So
yeah,
the original Australian creative team have reunited to bring this version back to the stage.
yeah,
So Simon, who is our director, and Andrew, who's our choreographer, have come back, and are restaging everything. Um, and we are the difference between Mamma Mia the Party and Priscilla is we are the original show,
Yeah,
whereas Mamma Mia is, a different story.
yeah,
It's still an incredible show.
yeah, yeah,
But with Priscilla, we have different tickets available as well. So you can pay to stand and be involved within, the dance floor of the show.
yeah.
You can be seated and watch from either the back or the side on raised platforms. Or you can have a dining experience as well. So you can dine and watch the show, but also be involved and come down and
Yeah,
stand and be involved in what I call the party bus, which is great.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so yeah, like I said, everything's original. It is Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the show, but with the immersive aspect.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned there that there are a couple of new songs coming into it. Do you have a favourite so far?
Well, I'll give you two. So we do "Born This Way" by Lady Gaga.
Oh, amazing.
We do it as a ballad, and we also do it as an up-tempo number at the end of the show before our big mega mix.
Yeah.
And there's the new Adam Felicia song, which is "Better the Devil You Know" by Kylie.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's his. It's amazing. First entrance in this gorgeous corset, like very fit. It's amazing. So yeah, they're the two that I'll definitely mention. But I think "Better the Devil You Know" will get the crowd going. It's an
Oh,
absolute
God.
win.
Absolutely. I mean, it is just a proper tune, that one. So what's the rehearsal process like? I mean, how's the vibe amongst the group of you?
Do you know what? It is a lovely group of people. It has been wonderful to be here at Outernet as well, which is our venue where we're playing. It's had a 1 billion refurb. So it's this amazing, amazing open space with a mezzanine where the private dining is. The
Yeah.
back of the stage has an LED screen that covers the entire back wall,
Wow.
which is in like, I think it was like 16 or 18K. Like,
Oh,
we film
wow.
in 4K.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it's this gorgeous LED screen. We've got like, some minimal set pieces. Um, and the bus becomes the runway of our section. So we have a stage, then we have a runway that pulls out. That then becomes the bus which goes into the audience.
Great.
So a little bit of imagination is needed, but it's still wonderful. And rehearsals are fantastic. It's just so wonderful to see the original creative team recreate
Mm.
um, and to be in a room with some of the most amazing, talented people within the industry. Shout out to my queens, Dakota and Owen, who played Kit and Bernadette,
Yeah.
a little threesome, and of course Trevor Ashley, who was in the original Australian production in 2006 as Misunderstanding, and has come back to recreate the role again
Oh, wow.
with the new name of Gay Cliche. So
Oh, that's
hearing
brilliant.
stories from Trevor about, what
Yeah.
happened and what was, and it's just
Yeah.
wonderful. So an
Yeah.
incredible cast. Definitely get your tickets and come and join the party bus.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely be there. So talking about you and your career, I mean, people may know, recently you were in the SpongeBob musical, which was a great show. I loved it. You were Old Man Jenkins, but also
I
you did cover for SpongeBob and Squidward. So I mean, you tried all the
did.
roles. What was that like? I mean, that must have been a really fun show.
Oh, do you know what? Ever since it first came to Broadway originally, I loved it. I loved the music. Not that I condone filming shows, but I did watch a bootleg when I got the audition through just to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Um, and it was just pure fun. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. And, to be able to cover a role, like SpongeBob and
Yeah.
Squidward, just two iconic cartoon characters that, we
Yeah.
know and love. It was just a wonderful experience. And tour in the UK and coming into London for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful, wonderful time. Yeah. So I
Yeah. I
was
mean, the
very
cast.
thrilled to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, I mean the cast were absolutely incredible. I mean Lewis, who played also SpongeBob, he was just sort of like the embodiment of him. I mean, I didn't unfortunately see you as SpongeBob, which I was gutted about, but I just thought Lewis was incredible. So it must have been, it must have been great to work alongside people that also have such a big talent out there. I mean, you've got Hannah Lowther and of course Davina De Campo, who was just sublime, I thought. I mean, it must have been great to work with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, Davina was an absolute dream. And we
Yeah.
also had Tom Reed Wilson from
Yes.
Celebs Go Dating and Gareth Gates
Yeah.
share the role of Squidward. So it's wonderful to watch them and say, what could I do if I went on as Squidward? And I was very lucky. I did manage to get on.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful group of people to watch and learn from. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm also sort of quite in awe of performers who learn more than one track because I think, can you process that in your head? Like, if you just get like the call in the morning saying you've got to go on for Squidward or whatever, how do you process that in your head? Like, oh God, I've got to remember his stuff as opposed to the other track.
we are, as performers, we are so well rehearsed in by our incredible, associate directors and choreographers, resident directors and choreographers, dance captains.
Mm.
But I do have to shout out to the amazing covers and swings on any show. It
Yeah,
is the hardest job
yeah,
in the industry, as performers. Swings are learning sometimes 12 tracks.
yeah.
It's 12 people they have to cover, and you just think, oh my God, like I can't, two roles is enough for me to cover. Sometimes I've done three,
Yeah.
but I just look at swings and dance captains and I just go, I'm in
Mm.
absolute awe of, what you can do and what you can process in one's brain. It's crazy, but
Exactly, yeah. I mean, have you ever been in a situation where you thought, oh, that's not the line for this character. I've got to find the right line. Have you ever sort of
I
frozen?
mean, oh God, I've had it many a time. I did Peter Pan, the arena tour with Boy George
Yes.
over Christmas. I was standby for Peter Pan, so it was an offstage cover. Um, and I got a phone call from the producer one day saying, "We're really cut. Is there any chance you could go on for Michael and learn the
Oh,
role?" I was like, "Okay." So
wow.
literally 24 hours later, was on for a part I didn't even cover.
Oh my
Um,
God.
so you're just hoping and praying that it's all there. But there's so many people that jump in and save the day, and I just think what
Yeah.
absolute unsung heroes of our industry.
Yeah.
Um,
You hear stories, don't you, of people that have not actually been in the role for like 2 years or something and they just slot back in.
yeah,
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, you mentioned there Peter Pan, the arena tour. I mean, what's it like playing arenas?
it is a completely different ball game,
Yeah.
completely different. Everyone that knows me knows I'm very big and bold, and I play for the street down the back, not even the back of the auditorium. I'm down the street. Um, but it is like we went to Manchester, and it was just you walk out and it's
Yeah,
incredible. It's so massive. I did Peter Pan and Elf arena tours.
yeah,
Christmas just gone, and it's just a completely different ball game. There's more, triple the people that you'd get in a normal theatre.
yeah,
The space is massive. The sound is different. Every day, every venue it's different where you go staging and set wise.
yeah,
Um, but again, another incredible experience to say I've performed in arenas around the UK. So,
yeah.
it's again just another big tip.
Another big tick, absolutely. I mean, you're ticking them all off your list, and perhaps, I mean, by your own self-admission, this is the one for you, sort of Priscilla. You love it so much. I
Yes.
know that. So well done is all I can say. I think it's
Thank
just like
you.
when the news came out, I squealed because I just thought, I know how much he loves this show. So I was really chuffed for you. So
Thank
I'm
you
going to
very
let you
much.
get back to rehearsals though, Reece, because I don't
Thank
want to take
you.
up too much of your time. But thank you so much for having a chat. It's been lovely. And everybody get their tickets to go and see you in Priscilla the Party. Because I think it's going to be one hell of a
Absolutely.
party. Yeah, and I shall be there,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. We open from the 3rd, officially from the 25th of March, and tickets you can get from the website. So yeah, come and
Yeah,
down and see us with the party bar. Have
we
some fun.
will. We will. Thank you so much. Take care.
Lovely to see you. Bye.
Bye.